What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tru Element 78 back in the building with.
This is your one and only reigning, defending Mondo Lucha Hall of Famer, member of the Urban Horsemen, member of the Brotherhood of Wrestling, the X-Man, Xavier Mustafa.
And everybody's favorite narcissist, the natural Chris Black.
We are going to give you a peek behind the curtain. We're recording this early before Rampage, so we do not know who the winner of the women's semifinals match is for the Women's Owen Hart Cup.
Well, is that live? Or can we look at spoilers?
No, it's live.
Okay.
We are going to just make our best guess on who's going to win that match, but we're going to kick things off with our AEW Double or Nothing predictions emanating live from Las Vegas. Like I said, tomorrow night. Get it on pay-per-view, get it on Fight TV or Bleacher Report, wherever you can get it from. So let's start off with that. We're going to have Dr. Britt Baker versus Unknown. It's either going to be Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander. If I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on Chris Statlander, and I think she should defeat Britt Baker at the pay-per-view.
I'm going with Unknown.
Okay. It's going to be a bold prediction, but I'm going to have to go with Ruby Soho. And I say it's a bold prediction because the spot that she's at right now, where she's damn near in the finals, between her, Chris Statlander, and Britt Baker, I feel like if they don't go ahead and pull the trigger on Ruby Soho, what the fuck was the point in signing her? Chris Statlander, I don't think they're not going to put Soho over at the expense of Chris Statlander, because if they wanted Chris Statlander to be like a top act, that would have happened a long time ago. And I just don't think like Britt Baker needs this win. I don't.
So you say that, but Chris Statlander got injured. She was out for like 7 months. And they were building her up as the alien.
My thing is, why have her go over Ruby Soho? That doesn't even make sense.
Because she's 7 foot tall and you can't teach that.
Yeah, but why sacrifice Ruby to her? If Chris Statlander was going to be in the finals, why have her go up against Ruby? To me, I guess it doesn't make any sense for Statlander to go over Ruby. She doesn't need that. And that's going to hurt Ruby.
I say younger, homegrown talent.
Then Ruby Soho was a waste of a signing. She should have just went to Impact.
What?
If Ruby Soho does not win this tournament, I'm going to go all the way. If she doesn't win this tournament, she's pointless at this point in AEW.
I think Ruby Soho is going to ROH when it starts.
Okay, that might be it. But she has been a total bust in AEW. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I'll agree. Mustafa?
Ruby Soho's been a bust.
Talent?
She's been a bust. I'm nothing against her talent, but she has been a bust based on how they booked her.
Also, her matches were.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, because I've just been talking. I was like, damn, they're just talking over me.
Oh, we didn't hear you. Like now we're not hearing you.
Yeah, now.
I'm not saying anything.
We've been wanting your input.
I've been trying to give it. But about the first thing I said was, what? AEW dropping the ball on somebody?
Here we go. Now let's talk over him. Fuck what he got to say.
I thought you were saying because I said she should have went to Impact. She should have. When you think about it, she should have went to Impact.
Does anybody have a good women's division right now? I don't think nobody does.
Impact does. I'd say the best women's division.
Does.
Sorry.
NXT does.
Yeah, that's debatable.
They just lost one of their new flavors of the month.
She'll be all right.
Yeah,
the Alliance out with an MCL injury. So
yeah, she probably got that twerking on Instagram and not in the ring.
But I agree with what you said, Chris Black. I think if they have Ruby Soho take another loss, another L, that is going to do so much more damage than if Chris Statlander, who, yes, she's returning, but she can take that L right now and then come back stronger.
Or someone, I don't know.
Chris Statlander starting a new gimmick. She just dropped the alien gimmick. Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. We just had that title match not too long ago, and it was the shits. They have no chemistry in the ring. I think you can start building Chris Statlander up to be the next challenger for Jade Cargill if she wins this. It puts her in line for a title shot against her. So, and like I said, Ruby Soho, I see her going to ROH because they're gonna need big names to try to get people to tune in.
Okay,
go ahead.
I can get behind what you said about Chris Statlander, because I can see her against Jade Cargill. But again, if that's the direction you're going, did you need to put her over Ruby Soho? When now's not the time for real, who is Ruby Soho putting over? Does she have that type of equity to be putting people over?
It ain't about her putting her over. It's about
someone going over her.
Baker.
Gotcha.
It's about Britt Baker putting Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander is going to be a heel. I just hope everybody knows that, recognizes that she's going to be a heel.
Okay, so maybe I can see her beating Soho and they turn it into somewhat of a story. Like the whole thing, like, is that she turned heel during Ruby's and hers match. That might be interesting. But then do you want heel versus heel, or is Britt Baker turning face? Again,
I don't think Jade Cargill isn't necessarily a heel. I don't think she's arrogant, but in the sense of a traditional heel, she doesn't. She legitimately goes out there and just wins her matches on her own.
Well, so did Brock, but she's just one of those. She's only a heel because she is not nice.
Yeah, she's a mean girl.
Yeah,
but she's arrogant, but she's good. I mean, you know, she ain't the greatest in the ring, but you know what I mean. She's good enough to go out there and get it done on her own.
Right.
So I wouldn't put her in the whole complete heel category.
Mm.
And it would pretty much like they're already doing it with the CM Punk and Hangman Adam Page. Like it's supposed to be babyface versus babyface. Just one is showing a lot more aggression than the other one.
I can't wait.
And there's nothing wrong with Chris Statlander showing that herself.
I guess I don't like these choices, to be honest, with the women's the finals. I don't like the choices. I don't think Dr. Britt Baker needs this. If they want to solidify her as the dominant woman, even though she's not carrying a title right now, okay. I can understand what you're saying with Chris Statlander. But if Chris Statlander or Dr. Britt Baker was supposed to be in the finals, why the fuck would you put Ruby Soho so close? Just don't put her in the tournament. A loss, right? Again, I'm not in favor of that. I think that this is going to do more damage.
Yeah, like I said, I think Chris Statlander was put in here to become more aggressive and really try to get this new persona over that she's trying to experiment with. If she loses here, maybe she attacks Ruby Soho after the match. If Ruby Soho goes over, this is where Chris Statlander is going to become like full-blown heel because I think she's going to snap.
Then maybe Ruby needs to win, yeah, and Chris snaps afterwards because of it. There you go.
Maybe hold on. So like since this is happening and we don't know yet, she injures Ruby Soho before we even get to the pay-per-view. No matter what, it's going to be Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander. Ruby Soho isn't going to be on this pay-per-view fighting Britt Baker, and I don't want to see it. We've seen it. They had no chemistry in the ring, in my opinion. I did not enjoy that match from what I remember of it. The promo work was the best part of it, and it was really just the one line about her sleeping her way to the top about Britt Baker. So,
okay, so I understand. Maybe now's not the time to have a quote unquote ex-WWE person win this tournament, although the Men's Cup Finals, so there goes that theory. I think Dr. Britt Baker, just because she was the first one beside blah, 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 she is basically the Charlotte Flair of AEW, not ring work, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. she's being booked as kind of like the Charlotte Flair of AEW. You know what? I'm not even gonna insult Britt Baker like that.
She's the Sasha Banks.
Okay, she's basically the top. She's basically the top woman. Wrestling, accolades aside, she's not the greatest women's wrestler, but right now she's just the biggest star in their division.
Right. Okay. We lost Mustafa. He's having internet connections. He is looking for a sugar daddy to pay for his internet this summer. So if you are out there and you are willing to hook him up with some internet, we will leave his information down in the description for you, all right? Because he could definitely use a sponsor this summer. He'll even wear those little gray shorts for you. So. Anyways, let's move on. We're going to have Hookhausen, Danhausen, and Hook have teamed up, and they're going to be taking on the premier athlete, Tony Nese, and Smart Mark Sterling.
Okay. I'm going to say it. Not a fan of this whole Hook Danhausen. I think this is... I get they're trying to add another dimension to Hook, that he's just not just the killer, but I just like Killer Quiet Hook going out there and just whooping, kicking ass and taking names and not saying a fucking thing. I was into that. I think Danhausen is going to hold him back. And I've went searching, and I've been trying to watch Danhausen matches. I can't get through them. I don't like them.
You know, like how he's very nice and very evil.
I mean, no. The funny thing is, I think the gimmick's interesting. I think it has its place.
Yeah.
But it's not for me.
It's funny. I actually think the gimmick did work better in ROH. And, AEW doesn't have the biggest guys in it, but I feel like Danhausen looked larger against the people in ROH.
Like, I'm not shitting on the guy at all. I'm saying it's just not for me.
Yeah. But I never realized how tiny he was until he came to AEW. And I met him in person. Nice guy. His wife is really cool. Like, he's winning.
Yeah, he is.
He's winning in life.
Obviously, Hookhausen's winning this match.
Yeah, Hookhausen is winning. Smart Mark Sterling's not going to do anything in this match. So it's just Tony Nese just taking the pin. Smart Mark Sterling's going to be the Lana in this match. Just stand there and let me handle this.
Yeah. I honestly think that he's already slowed down Hook's momentum, in my opinion.
Now, what I do want to know is I'm sure this isn't going to be the order, because this would be front loading the show with all the women's matches. But Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay for the AEW TBS champion. Jade Cargill is your champion, and Anna Jay is not beating Jade Cargill.
Hell no. No.
No reason to talk about that any further.
On a side note, I am enjoying all the baddies vignettes. all the ones they post on like Instagram.
Yeah, I was sleeping on Red Velvet. I apologize.
I wasn't.
Red Velvet is cold, but she's also next to Kira Hogan.
You know what?
A whole nother level. Too bad she don't want me.
I've never liked Kira Hogan. Sorry. Not saying that she's not a good-looking woman. Sorry. I take
it's just that she don't want you. It's all right. It's all right. She don't want me either.
It's cool. I can accept that, but I don't want that bitch either. Oh, sorry. I don't know her like that, but I don't want that woman either. But give me some Red Velvet.
Straight out your mama's kitchen.
And I'm not fucking with Jade Cargill. No, and I'm not saying that because I think she's unattractive, because I would say I'm scared, but I ain't never scared. But
nah, you scared. She gonna make you count them like.
No, she's the type of chick that fucks you. Okay.
Remember, you ever watched The Simpsons when Marge started bodybuilding? and Homer was like, "Baby, I'm tired." She was like, "I wasn't asking."
Now, that might be hot. So, anyway.
What's wrong? Last night, your mother was the man. The funniest thing is, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the funniest part of that entire scene was Bart's reaction when he heard him say last night she was the man, and Bart looked at him like pathetic. But anyway, let's move on. I don't know if we're gonna get Mustafa back in here. If we done. Next up, we got the AEW Women's World Championship on the line as Thunder Rosa defends against Serena Deeb. This could be match of the night if they give it time.
Absolutely. Is it just me? Do you feel like Thunder Rosa's being promoted as the top woman? It's like the TBS championships getting more attention. I can understand, but the Women's Owen Hart Cup is kind of getting more attention. I know Thunder Rosa kind of seems. I forgot she was champion. I'll put it that way.
It's mainly because they both haven't been on television. This feud has kind of been built in the way that I can't remember who it was in WWE. I think it was Brock and somebody else. Like, they built a feud, but they were never in the building on like the same weeks.
Okay. And
of course, the TBS championship should be getting a lot of TV time because it's a TV title. so I expect to see it defended on television.
And Mustafa bogus for the Carmen Sandiego meme.
I watched it and I couldn't get it out of my head.
Dude.
I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
But does it feel like she's been promoted as a top female? No, she hasn't been presented in the same way that Britt Baker was being presented at all. And I don't know if that comes down to her, English not being her first language. She's pretty good at it. I don't think she's the best promo. I don't think she's the worst promo.
Maybe that's it.
It doesn't feel like she's been promoted as the top champion. And like I told Mustafa offline, is that it seems like whenever she even has a promo, there's always something that happens that she can't control. Or, you know how AEW likes to do interviews, and nobody can ever make it through a full interview without getting interrupted. This week, it wasn't even somebody walking out to interrupt her. It was they just started playing her music in the middle of her promo.
See, I'm never going to not be able to see that now. I'm going to notice it all the time.
What, that nobody ever gets to finish a promo without getting interrupted?
Yep.
Unless your name is Jericho. Jericho and Britt. Well, no, really, Jericho is like the only one that can really make it through a promo without getting interrupted. So you'll notice it.
Yeah, true.
I think Britt Baker made it through one time and she didn't get interrupted, but that's it.
Hell, even Tony Khan gets interrupted.
So who are we picking? Thunder Rosa retains.
I think it's too soon for her to lose the championship. She ain't doing nothing with it. I wouldn't mind Serena Deeb getting a win.
I'm gonna pick Thunder Rosa because the one thing about Serena Deeb is that she had that whole feud with damn, why can't I think of her name now?
Girl from Impact.
Is it Kiyoshida or whatever?
Hikaru Shida.
I was thinking some of those. Mustafa's back.
Boo.
Yeah, I don't know how I can't connect to my internet wired, but I can connect wirelessly. Whatever.
It's funny, you always brag about how much you love tech, and then you go and get all this tech and none of it loves you back.
Better love me back all the money I paid for it. I don't know if it's just Google Nest or Spectrum or whatever, but
you probably got too much shit connected.
Don't worry, we put your information out there. There's gonna be some sponsors in your inbox. They're gonna help pay for your internet this summer. Get you some Metro PCS or something, But the thing is, she was in that feud with Hikaru Shida forever. It's like they will pull it out randomly. I feel like Serena Deeb was doing her Beat the Professor challenge, which was cool, but it wasn't consistent. And I don't think they should have stopped it.
She might be another one that might be good for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but I would actually like to see her become AEW champion. But I think she's I think she's a little too technical for. As much as we like to talk about how AEW is professional wrestling, they are becoming a little bit more sports entertainment. I do think that ROH is going to become the more professional wrestling place.
Okay, I want to sidebar for a second because Chris Black said something a couple of times tonight, and I would really like some clarification on this. What is ROH? Could you say that'd be good for ROH, but what is it? Because like they don't have their own show.
Look. Remember when people said AEW was just a T-shirt company? Ring of Honor is just like, it exists.
It's a concept that lives in your heart.
Like, because I feel like they have not come out with any of like they're gonna have their 1 hour shows sometime. Like, what are they doing? I just want something. It was.
I think they're just in a period of just getting all their ducks in a row before they launch, which I think is smart.
It's really weird because I'm seeing some things like I enjoyed hearing and seeing Caprice Coleman. They had him doing commentary, which he did commentary for Ring of Honor. I think that's cool. Seeing a lot of the people like Jonathan Gritham and what's his name, the Peacock guy. God, why can't I remember his name? I love that guy. Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle and guys like that. Like, I love that, but it's like, okay, now they're gone.
I know one thing is annoying. Is like, if you want to relaunch Ring of Honor, AEW got too many titles because of all the Ring of Honor belts now. Not that they are always like, the main focus, but every time you look up, someone's got a fucking belt.
Looks like WWE to me. Oh, wait, they're eliminating them now. Never mind. We'll see how long that lasts.
All right, so I'll bounce back for Mustafa. I will be a gracious God on this episode. But we talked about Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay. Who's your pick?
Oh, Jade Cargill all the way.
Okay. All right, and we also talked about Hookhausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling.
I'm excited for this match. Of course, Hookhausen has the win. But I'm really excited for this match. I think those two make an interesting, odd couple duo. So I can't wait to see it play out, even though it's on like the pre-show.
Total opposite of what I said.
Well, whatever.
and I think you said Thunder Rosa retains.
Yes.
Okay. Now you're all caught up. So next up, we got the Jericho Appreciation Society taking on the Blackpool Combat Club.
Next.
With Eddie Kingston, Santina, and Ortiz.
Next.
Why can y'all do this when I was gone?
This is Anarchy in the Arena.
Everybody loses.
Chris Jericho annoys me so much nowadays. I hear people with fireballs because I'm a wizard. What? I hope Jericho loses in everything that he does from now on.
I like what he did this past Wednesday is he cut his music.
Yeah, I thought that. I was like, it's about time.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jim Cornette's going to say the same thing.
I'm like, thank you. You're doing heel shit. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, all that other shit's pretty corny. The whole, I'm going to throw a firebomb at you because I'm a wizard. Not going to do the voice like Mustafa did.
I will say, though, that last one was a great fireball compared to the other one.
Yeah, on the random dude.
Head.
It's because it was a black guy.
But
I like how those I don't even know their names. I don't really care. They were Matt and Jeff before Matt and Jeff actually showed up. But how they're like greasers. He's like combing his hair with a blade.
He pulls out a knife, but he starts combing his hair. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I caught the whole greaser thing too. I'm just like, what is this shit?
They belong. I was like they're just a couple decades updated from what they got Butch and them doing over on WWE.
Yeah, the inducing domino shit. Does it like? What is the point of this match?
Comedy. There's a lot of comedy because you're gonna have Hook.
Is this like the Stadium Stampede? Except they're calling this Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be Stadium Stampede, and then
Dude,
Blackpool
fuck
Combat Club.
this match.
Then the Blackpool Combat Club said we don't do that
match.
shit. I would have much rather it's been a Lions Den match.
Fuck this match. I don't give a damn. I'm going on record. I don't give a damn which team wins. That's my prediction.
So I said that Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa had the potential to be the match of the night, but this legitimately could be the number one match of the night, which is going to be House of Black versus Death Triangle.
I thought you were putting over Jericho's match. I'm like, dude, what are you smoking?
Oh no. Did we even give a prediction? I said Black.
No one cares. Club. Nobody cares. That's my prediction.
I care because it's freaking Blackpool Combat Club and William Regal's out there.
Yeah, but Santana Ortiz can eat the pin. I have a feeling Jericho them's going to go over, which is one of the reasons why I don't care. But at the same time, if the Blackpool Combat Club or Eddie Kingston them win, who fucking cares?
They need a W. And then you can hear Jericho start calling people stupid idiots when they lose.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Sports Entertainer of the Week. What?
All right, House of Black versus Death Triangle. This is going to be my prediction for the actual match of the night.
This match is going to be just insane.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to keep track of everything that's going on.
Except for Brody King. He doesn't move as quick.
Well, he's the only one in here that doesn't move quick.
But yeah, this match is going to be insane. Lord have mercy. I'm House of Black needs the victory. They need it more.
I mean, we got a better version on the WWE, so I think they should take
it. Shut your ass up. Not getting that contract, all right? We're not looking for 40-year-old wrestlers.
But I don't know. I'm gonna go for Death Triangle just because.
Wow.
All right. Let's see. You're gonna have the AEW Tag Team Champions, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus taking on Team Taz, taking on Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland.
I don't care as long as they come off Jungle Boy and Dino Douche. As Jim Cornette says.
They're definitely dropping the titles, and Christian Cage is turning on them.
I would like that. I also would like to see Taz's crew get it. I think they need to do something with these guys. I think these guys are underutilized. It's time for Hobbs to get some belts.
I absolutely agree with you, but they're going to make the mistake of putting the belts on Keith Lee and Swerve.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop watching AEW.
That combination is so funny because it's one guy that Mustafa actually likes and one like I can watch half of the match, but
yeah, I look at him and I'm just like, this is terrible. Good workers, just a waste. But I guess you have nothing for them to do as singles guys. So you guys, not that I'm going to criticize you leaving WWE because I'm glad you're gone. But this is what you signed up for. Not shitting on tag teams, but this is what you guys signed up for.
Listen, I'm a big man, all right? I like to do things that are cool. But you know what? I make sure when I do those things that are cool, I make sure that they're spectacular and they're dynamic, things like that. Keith Lee doing whatever that was supposed to be over the ropes to the outside was an abomination to my eyeballs. I mean, I thought he was gonna fall on the apron. It was the sloppiest thing I've ever seen. He did not need to do that, bro.
This is the sloppiest thing he's ever seen. I did say he fell like that turd when it hit the toilet and it splashed the water up on your booty. That's what it looked like.
I mean, granted, I don't want to sound like I'm a Keith Lee hater. I am not. Okay.
No, it wasn't today that we thought that.
I just want so much better for the guy. He seems like a nice guy, but there's so many.
Mustafa done started hitting the gym, and now he just out here like man, I'm about to take over the world, man. You gonna show him how to do it on the next show, right?
Oh no, not a dime, no, because I mean I can do a little something over the ropes, but I only break that out if it's like WrestleMania or something.
You heard that Tope Suicida from Mustafa at Showcase of Champions. Buy your tickets now.
Shit.
Sit front row.
Tope Sua no, because
And for the record, when I say they're going to make the mistake by giving Keith Lee and Swerve the belts, I don't mean they're going to be terrible. What I'm saying is they're going to give them a nothing championship run if they give them the titles, because it's not going to mean anything.
but I know they're gonna up their normal wrestling, and I think the Young Bucks is gonna have to bring theirs down, like their work rate.
Yeah, I was about to say the Hardys do not have the conditioning to go in there and put on a Young Bucks match.
I hate to say it, I think this match is going to be a disaster.
Man, that voice came out of the goddamn shadow.
Yeah, because Skype was being a motherfucker and kicked me off.
And you're really low now.
Ain't that a bitch?
I'm gonna make a prediction. I think this match has the possibility to be a match of the night.
I thought you was gonna be like to be the shits.
Because like I said, I think Jeff and Matt level will come up a little bit, and I think theirs will come down a little bit, and I think it's gonna perfectly balance themselves out.
I don't know. Matt has one good leg, and Jeff is out there on borrowed time right now. So unless they're gonna like shoot him up with an adrenaline shot or something, I don't see this match going off well for the Hardys, and I think the Hardys are gonna come off looking like a shell of their former selves, and it's basically the way I feel about this is like Undertaker in his last couple of outings. It's like, come on, dude, you don't have to do this.
The thing is, okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, that this isn't just gonna be a one and done. Like they're gonna end up having a ladder match at a show soon.
Okay, so the thing is, there's gonna be all types of unrealistic expectations about this match. And it's not going to be met because these are different Hardy boys. I don't doubt that the Hardys could still kind of lead them and talk the Young Bucks into a good match. But who are we kidding? The Young Bucks are going to be overzealous. They're going to try some shit that's not going to go over well with Matt and Jeff due to, I don't know, just age and not being able as mobile as they used to be. I don't know. I want this match to be good, but I think there's going to be some unrealistic expectations as far as the fans go. And I don't know. Good luck to both teams. I don't think this is going to be I don't think they're going to mesh well. I just don't. I think there's going to be a styles clash. And I'm not talking AJ.
All right, next up, you got Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe for the men's Owens Hart Cup Finals.
For the record, I wouldn't have picked them to be in the finals.
I'll second that.
Adam Cole goes over.
Samoa Joe.
Only reason I say Samoa Joe should go over as ROH champion, but I think you're going to have Satnam Singh and them get involved.
You know what? Are they going to have a fuck finish for the Owen Hart Cup tournament final? Because I thought about that too, but then it's just like, do you do a fuck finish for a Memorial Cup?
I mean, they did a baby versus baby hardcore match in his So who knows what else I'll do?
Okay, I'm just gonna say Samoa Joe. I think these are the wrong two guys for the tournament final. I'm sorry, I just do. Jonathan Gresham should have been in this fucking tournament. Period. Jonathan Gresham not being in this tournament. And I'm sorry, Jonathan Gresham versus Bryan Danielson not being in the finals. What the fuck were they thinking?
Well, Daniel Bryan's gonna be going to the G1, so
okay, which is a month, 2 months away. They could have did that shit this weekend.
Nah, he don't need to be in the Owen and the G1. And they're talking about this gonna be.
I'm sorry. Would there have been a better final between Danielson and Gresham?
Could have did Danielson and Joe. But I don't know. I don't know if you do the fuck finish or not, but I think Adam Cole is going over because I think Britt Baker's going to lose and Adam Cole's going to win. Like, you can't have both of them win.
Yeah, I guess.
And I feel Cole, like, this is a predicament for AEW because you got fans that are already saying Adam Cole isn't as over as when he came into the company. He came in with a ton of momentum, and he's lost all of the steam that he had. But then you also have Samoa Joe, who is your ROH champion that you're trying to relaunch this brand, but he just keeps getting beat down every week on television, and you also don't want to keep pinning your champion. So what do you do in this situation?
Wrong two people to be the finals. Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know, but like I said, I'm going to pick Adam Cole.
All right. I think
Samoa Joe all day for me.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Samoa Joe for the reasons that you stated, because Ring of Honor champ, I'm sorry, Adam Cole doesn't need this. I mean, Samoa Joe doesn't need it either, but I guess it'll be a good thing for the Ring of Honor champion.
Right. Looking at the card so far that we've gone through, I do not envy the referees on this show because every single one of these matches just seems like it's going to break down into chaos, and there's so many multi-man matches. What does AEW have? Like 3 referees?
Did you hear Cornette shit on Ref Aubrey?
No.
Well, I wouldn't say shit on her, but
is this recent?
Yeah, just her facial expressions and shit. He's always called her horse face or some shit.
Yeah, he always said that. Like, especially when she used to wear the crazy red makeup, it's just distracting.
The red lipstick. Yeah. Anyway,
she did them falsies and looked like she was having an orgasm at the end of them.
She probably was.
All right. So, speaking of chaotic, next up we got the match that the world has been waiting on.
Man.
This is not necessarily going to be match of the night, but this is the match that people are buying this pay-per-view for, in my opinion. MJF versus Wardlow one-on-one finally.
I was going to go on record to say this is probably one of the best feuds AEW has put together since its inception. MJF over.
Wardlow goes over.
You know,
I think they've gotten all the sympathy they can for that man.
You know, okay, the only reason I want to say I want MJF, I think MJF should win. But I don't like the idea of Wardlow being quote unquote permanently banned from signing with AEW. You see how AEW pretty much sticks with their stipulations, like the whole Cody Rhodes never challenging for the title. So I don't like that, and I think that might be the only reason why Wardlow's going to win. Although I think it'll be better if MJF did. I'm going with Wardlow. I say all that to say that.
Why do y'all think Wardlow?
He shouldn't. But if he loses, he gets banned from signing with AEW permanently. They've kind of booked themselves in the corner. Wardlow has to win. I want MJF to win, but Wardlow Has to.
So, all right. And then finally, you have the angry Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk for the AEW World Championship.
CM Punk. All day.
And twice on Tuesdays.
Had to ask AJ Lee that.
You ain't gotta ask her, you can just ask me.
But are you both saying?
Hold on. Whoa.
What?
No glizzies. All right. Anyways.
Are you both saying CM Punk?
Yeah, I'm gonna say CM Punk.
Okay.
He's saying CM Punk twice on Tuesdays.
What you got? It's a lot of dead air.
Yeah, because something about that promo, the Adam Page cut, kind of had me thinking. It's just like, maybe I'm reading too far into it. You guys let me know. But the way he made it come across is like he doesn't like CM Punk because basically, throwing a little insider information, he's saying kind of like, you're a piece of shit, and I know you're a piece of shit. You got these people fooled, but I know you're a piece of shit. Talking about CM Punk. So, what if Page beats Punk? Punk turns heel, and Adam Page is like, I told you he was a piece of shit. But I might be reading too far into that. I don't think Punk should win, but he's gonna win.
All right. Well, I think we all said CM Punk. And that has been your AEW Double or Nothing predictions. Go ahead and run down your Showcase of Champions once again, as well as your social medias.
Alrighty, so Showcase of Champions will be returning to Buena Vista Restaurant located on 76 in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, Wisconsin on September 2nd. The card has not been released on that. However, tickets will be available at the time that you hear this. So whenever you hear this in your beautiful ear holes, go to legacyprowi.com or facebook.com/legacyprowi and get your tickets. You can catch me at Xavier Mustafa on Facebook and on Twitter. You can catch my solo podcast at XM Cinema on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. And then make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get every podcast when it drops. Right now, we are covering the Challenge All-Stars Season 3. We are going to be starting Kenobi. So that's going to be tomorrow as we are recording. So those episodes should be up by the time you hear that. The first 2 episodes are going to be up. And yeah, that'll be it until Thor: Love and Thunder. So check out XM Cinema. Hit the subscribe button.
Gotta get that man to go see Top Gun too.
You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at The Natural Chris Black. Follow me on Twitter at _natural_CB. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel where I talk about all things New Japan. Yeah, that's all I got.
One of my crushes
And you can catch
is Top Gun Maverick, so I might go see just because of that.
And you can catch me at Slamcaster TE78 over on Twitter. You can also find us over on Facebook, where we have 2 pages. We have our official Saturday Night Slamcasters page, as well as the Saturday Night Slamcasters Slam board, which is more like a chat room. You can go in there and post up different polls and questions and post news and information in there and interact with other fans of the podcast. Also, like I said at the top of the show, be sure to head over to youtube.com and search for Saturday Night Slamcasters and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a thumbs up and ring that bell so you're notified whenever new episodes go up. Other than that, we up out of here. Holla at your boy. Come get slammed. Peace.